I did.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hero Club Live. We are Hero Club, and this is another session of Pair of Socks Lost. I am your DM for this evening, Dylan McCullum, and this is not the main thing we do on Hero Club. No. The main thing we do is our podcast where we take our TTRPG sessions that we record live around the table and we edit them down painstakingly, I might add, with sound effects and music into these tight, taut little audio anthologies of all different kinds of genres that you can start anywhere and you can decide which one would be your favorite. Let's list off some of them. We've got westerns, we've got noir, we've got Christmases, which is it's about the time for Christmases. We have animal pirates of different varietals. We even have an entire other campaign of animal pirates, but that's not the podcast, so let's get back to the podcast. We have space, we have slasher flicks, we have stoner flicks, we have Tarantino send-ups. There's a few more that I don't have the capacity to say right now, which means that you have to go and find them and tell me which ones I missed yourself. That's your job, not mine. But here on Hero Club Live, we just sit around and play some good old-fashioned Dungeons and Dragons. I will explain more about the campaign in a moment, but first, let's talk to our players. Players, let's start with Jasmine. Jasmine, let's start with you. Jasmine, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you might want to say.
Hello, I'm Jasmine. I play Zara. She is a former halfling, now doll, rogue, fighter, warlock. I almost said warrior. That's not even a class. Warlock. And yeah.
Let's move on over to John. John, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you might want to say.
Hello, my name is John. I play Tone Suzuru, an arcane chef, a wizard who has lost his sense of taste. I am sad today, but also excited to see how tonight's session. Very excited to see how tonight's session will go. And yeah, that's it. That's it for me. I was gonna say. I was trying to find a sign to teach, and I was just gonna do the sign for farewell, but it's just this. Goodbye or farewell is just this.
Hello, Raiders, by the way. Thank you all so much for joining us.
I completely missed the sign. What was it?
It's this. It's goodbye
right.
or farewell. Easy to remember.
Marty, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you would like to say.
Hello, everyone. I'm Marty Abbey Schneider. I play Golzog Intestine Scarf, the sensitive orc punchy man, and he's an orc monk.
Wonderful. Hannah, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you would like to say.
Hello, I'm Hannah. I play Marabella Graveneye, a level 7 cleric of the Grave Domain, and my fun fact this week is that tea bags were invented on accident.
What? How?
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Teabag the gamer lewd gesture, or teabag the...
No, the actual tea bag that you use to make a cup of tea.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no way that was made on accident. That was a very on-purpose gesture that they made.
You definitely, that is not a chicken and egg situation.
Yeah.
We know which tea bag came first.
And last, but certainly not least, for a good long while, Natasha. Natasha, tell us who you are, who you're playing, and anything else you would like to say.
Hello, I play Princess Griselda Calzini. She is a princess from the Calzini Kingdom. Duh. And she has a pig named Ladybug, and her eyes are black, and she doesn't smile, and she's a monarch, but she can't see that. And she just turned into a woman. Well, she escaped the woman thing. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what threads you're pulling, Dylan, but something's going to happen.
Something is indeed going to happen. Hello, everyone. I'm Dylan McCullum. I am your Dungeon Master for this evening. This is PairOfSocks Lost. It is based on the 5e adventure book Wild Beyond the Witchlight, but no, it's not. If you look up the terms I use for a lot of these things, you'll find them, but they're not the same thing at all. Not really. What you will really see is that I very clearly wear my inspiration on my sleeve. I love and use the sources of, Wizard of Oz, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Narnia, Phantom Tollbooth, all smooshed together into my fun little headcanon that I force my friends to walk through as the main characters, and we've been having a really good time so far. But I think we should recap what's been going on with our players, but we should also recap one character in particular. Last we left off, our party was finally reunited. In a quick skirmish up top, they were able to vanquish their foes, the final foes that laid within the Pillow Fort prison, freeing Golzog, freeing an odd, scraggly man, a prisoner who ran off into the streets of Fable Rise. And in their scuffle, something wild happened. Something unlikely, unforeseen. Tomas, Tone's unknown for a long period of time half-brother, a brother born out of incident, magic, oddities, used a spell, and a surge of wild magic brought forth a unicorn. More specifically, the alicorn. And in that brief moment of time, one Griselda Calzini was able to, with her magical mermaid voice, the last and only mermaid voice in existence in this land, convince the alicorn to give them its horn. A horn that they realized and remembered they might need to wake the sleeping queen of this world. Such an unlikely thing to have happen. Except not really. This is just a long string of events, all converging around one Princess Griselda Calzini. Starting from the moment we met her, as she went for a jaunt in the woods, following her pig, Ladybug. Going to a carnival, a circus, and finding herself only able to help people. Be it a singer, a lost cub, or an organ grinder monkey who simply wanted a button. All these things led to Griselda Calzini being crowned monarch. A thing Griselda never wanted. A thing Griselda Calzini was running away from in the first place. But for some reason, it was a thing that found her once again. Once in the strange land of Prismeer in the Feywild, Griselda, with her friends, found herself drawn to the creatures and things no one else would talk to. Dead spirits, animals, the things oft forgot. And every time, she found a way to fix it. To talk to them. To befriend them. Even but for a moment. Spirits, snails, dogs, Loch Ness monsters. Every time. So is it really such a surprise that in this moment, claiming the voice of a mermaid that she only got by being a friend, she was able to befriend and bewitch the alicorn in but 30 seconds. The only thing she could not bewitch in such a short time was a devil, Razakar. But she made a deal to protect her friends. Tonight, this session, our 40th session, is the story of the consequences of that deal.
Oh my god.
And the consequences of a good princess's actions. So, players, last we left off, we were in the vault, the weird security vault of the Pillow Fort, having found a few deposit boxes, safety deposit boxes. You were able to find one that connected to Humphrey, one of the leaders and founders of the city. Seemingly had been doing dealings with the Darling family. This one had a note from the Lollipop Guild. They clearly have leverage over Humphrey in this moment. But you were also able to find many, many others, seemingly all IOUs of deals, able to understand that the leader of the Darling family was able to find ways to take the seemingly amorphous system of the Feywild and put it down to pen and paper. You were able to find IOUs that Sir Talavar owed the Darling family. Now, I know you all, we were talking before, did you say that you wanted to either, I know you wanted to take the stuff that you found on Sir Talavar, and you wanted to take the box that Sir Humphrey had with the IOU, or at least the card from the Lollipop Guild. Now,
whatever Humphrey's got and whatever Talavar's got. I
okay,
think we want
yes,
all
you
of it.
have that. The IOU, you don't have anything from Humphrey other than the Lollipop Guild signet. Which, you might be able to understand. Actually, I will say this. Make an insight check, Tone.
Okay.
For me.
I was actually also going to ask if I could do like a, see if any of them are magical, but we'll see insight first, see how that goes.
Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
You see the rest of the party about to take the calling card from the Lollipop Guild out and take it with you. And you have a moment, a flashback to another Nat 20 you had very recently.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Very recently. Something that you realize would not only solidify your deception, but would make it airtight. A calling card of the Lollipop Guild you left at another one of their locations. If there were two left in similar places, if you leave it here, then there would be no questioning of who did any of this, who did any of the robbery. You would be able to get off scot-free.
Gulzog!
Yeah?
Leave the calling card. Leave that card.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Great.
you're my friend. I'll do that without question.
Great. All right. Yes.
Gulzog leaves the call.
And I think I don't need to explain why to them right now, because that might open up more questions, because I don't have anything necessarily against this guild yet.
Save it for the long rest.
Yeah.
Okay, and did you want to take all of the other ones or burn them?
I was gonna ask, can I do? Are the IOUs magical or are they just little pieces of paper?
Yeah, make an Arcana check, or if you have like a detect magic, go ahead. But
I am. Do I have any spell slots? I do. I do have another. I have one more first level spell slot, so I'll just go use it, and that's it. No more first level spells,
okay,
which is probably a bad thing to tell your DM, but.
Detect magic. I know you're all tapped out. I threw like 1,000 fights at you. Don't worry. I'll be very honest with you all. I don't have a roll 20 map ready for you.
Okay.
Oh, great! I'm just
Good.
gonna delete. I'm gonna close that window.
We've been doing fights like nonstop. You do a detect magic, and very faintly, you get magic on all of them. They are very clearly much like contracts you've seen before or you've heard about before from like devils and demons, like on scrolls, but these are almost contracts written up by a human, a man, but they are still magical. They are magical contracts. So they're not just pieces of paper. They do have magic within them. They are clearly binding in some way. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So you don't know exactly what the magic entails, what each one would be, but they are magical.
I think we take them and don't burn them.
All right.
And try to figure them out.
We'll take them. I'll just put all of them into the bag of holding, as many as I can get.
TBD on the burning. We might be able to like free a lot of people from owing the Darling Corporation.
Yeah, but we should figure out if that would work first before we do it.
Also, if we burn it, we could leave the evidence. We might accidentally burn the card and
that's very true.
And not get off scot-free.
Jurgen Flargen. Let's take them.
Also, odd question, but can I take the pieces of the pillow golem that we killed?
Sure.
Okay, great. I'll put those pillows in my bag as well.
Griselda, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Oh no. It starts. Oh shit. Wait, my little thingy. My little thingy wasn't up. My map was up, but not my little thingy. Let me just get it one last time. Okay. Hurry up. Okay, wisdom saving throw. Is it being charmed?
Yes.
Okay, so I have advantage. Oh my gosh. Okay, 25.
25. Again, almost like knocking on your brain a thought. I could just close the door. They're taking a long time. They're rifling through everything. I could just close the door on them. I could lock the door. You don't do it. You don't do it at all. And you like write that thought off as horrible. But it's still there. But you are you're in no way compelled to do it.
I know last time it sounded like it was coming from me, but do I have a better idea what that's coming from now?
With a 25, I'll say make an insight check with advantage.
Okay. So 18.
18. Very clearly for you, you're able to understand. You would never think of this before. Even though you don't fully understand how the magic is working, you know it has to do with what just happened. It just makes sense. But all of you get to work kind of quickly. There's a lot of you now. Like, Sir Talavar is helping because the threat is gone. And also seems very ashamed, and so is like very softly helping you all. Every so often, Sir Talavar kind of tries to look over towards his IOUs that you're all holding, and you all very kind of quickly kind of yank it away from him. He's like, you see Pavel is helping as well, and with all of you, you're able to kind of very quickly ransack. I think with that nat 20, you're able to say, Tone, that like you don't need to be subtle about this. You can just kind of rip the place to shreds. Like there's no need to be subtle. You can just tear all of the things down. Because what with that calling card, you're fine. You know. Before you leave this place and head out, what are you doing with Marissa Tomei?
Is she
Marissa
conscious?
Tomei.
She's not conscious. She's unconscious. Still.
She's still in her cell?
Well, you didn't put her in a cell. You just.
Oh, I thought I
knocked
shoved her in and closed the door. But if
Okay.
she's just out and awake,
She's not. I mean,
Nice.
she's alive. You didn't kill her. But if you want to put her in a
Oh.
cell, that's probably a good place.
Did we search her body for weapons?
You
her alive body? You mean
You-
did we search her? She has a
You did. You found
like
you
a two-hander.
You found keys on her. I'm pretty sure that's what you were
Okay.
able. That's how you even unlocked the door for the scraggly prisoner, and she had like a giant two-handed sword.
No one can erase her memory, right?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think so.
I
I
mean,
could
we could
decompose
leave her.
her.
What?
I just said I could decompose her.
No, she when I fought her, there was a thing where I got some sense of she doesn't want to actually harm us. She was just doing her job. Like she's not evil.
Gotcha.
So
We could take her with us.
I
It's
think
one
we
of the
either
Nazis
take her with us
following orders.
or just leave her. But if we just leave her, then she could probably describe us, and or at least me. And the Lollipop Guild angle is kaput. So we should probably just
Right.
take her.
We could take her with us.
Yeah, Golzog's gonna go ahead and fireman's carry Karma
Rest
Maria.
We could use a
After
celebrity
tying her
endorsement
up.
for the hotel. Sorry, go ahead.
Gonna tie her up and fireman's carry Car Maria out of the
Okay.
jail.
I'll say with
Or Marissa Tomei.
all of the incredible rolls, you are able to find your way out. You're able to get out through the tunnels, or even some of you up top. Can I get like a group stealth check? Just one more group stealth check, just to see.
Oh, yoy.
Ooh.
Does everyone roll stealth?
Good luck, me.
8.
I'm gonna give myself. Oh, hell yeah!
21.
25.
My God, I'm so slippery. 24.
16.
Okay. Tomas rolls a 21.
Wow.
Of course he does that.
Pavel
beautiful
Pavel rolls a 17. Glory Hoof rolls a nat 20.
Oh, I forgot Glory Hoof showed up.
thing.
Everyone did because he rolled a nat 20. So you get up top and Glory Hoof is just in the shadows. Yeah, you all roll high enough that you start to see some people come back. You're able to head back to David's. All kind of in separate places. Pavel and Glory Hoof peel off. Pavel takes a moment with you, Zara. I understand that, please just... We have to go back to the... We'll be going back to the docks. In a few days' time. Will you still meet with us? Please. All of you, not just you, just all of you. We can talk about next steps or how to figure things out. I also would like to at least understand what happened more in full.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk to my team, but I feel like that. Yeah, that's the plan, I guess, to talk next steps.
And Pablo, don't forget my my offer too. Just let me know if you'd like to speak to Edie.
If that isn't...
Oh shit, would that work actually?
You're not sure.
I don't know if it'll work. I'm just reading over the fine print. I mean, we technically have her body.
It's all right. I appreciate the thought.
We can try it.
I'm just gonna let you know, I don't know that I'm gonna have the answers you're looking for. I was not there. Yeah.
All right. I just... Either way, we did good work and we found out information, and it was good working with you all. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Pablo and Gloryhoof move back. Gloryhoof recedes into the shadows, but gives you a...
Do the same thing.
And to you almost feels like, no, not you. You're fine. I like you.
Wait, to me?
Yeah, just to you, just like says not to you to Marabella, but then goes like, no, to clarify.
Does he do it with one hoof, or does he take two hoofs and go like?
I think he's doing it with a hand.
He's doing
right?
it with his hands.
Oh, that's right. You're right. He's a centaur. I forgot.
He takes up his two
No,
hooves.
but we could say he does it with his hand, but also his other hoof comes up and mimics it.
Nice.
Can I roll an insight? Does he think I killed Edie? Like, what? Why is
roll an insight check.
Can I give her
Edie
guidance?
Marissa Tomei?
No.
Oh.
Edie
we
is
add a
the
D4
doll.
to that. I'm giving you
Oh,
guidance.
that's right.
Edie is the doll that Zara is now inhabiting the body of.
Yes.
27.
That's
27.
Cara Maria.
The insight check that you get from Gloryhoof is that Gloryhoof figured you out early, and Gloryhoof, the insight check is from what you've grokked over the past couple weeks, is that Gloryhoof is like best friend is Pavel, and you hurt his best friend, and so he instantly on principle does not like you for lying to his best friend and hurting him. He doesn't care, I think, about
He's
whether
doing
or not you...
this?
Yeah, he was doing this.
Got it. Not of this. Got it.
Yeah. But that's all. He just recedes into the shadows. But also, insight check, you get he's not going to kill you.
Yeah.
He's not going to attack you.
I just want to make sure. Like, he thinks, like, because I didn't know, like, does he think I killed Edie? Like, is he suspicious of that? Because if he is,
he thinks you
on alert.
He thinks you might have, but he also, like, doesn't. But you can tell he's not going to kill you over it. He just thinks that, like, he's just mad that you hurt his friend. That's all.
He's not going to kill me over it, because I would kill him first. Anyway.
Look, if you want a 1v1 Gloryhoof, you can fucking try.
Whoa. Yeah, Captain Nat 20. Good luck.
Yeah, if you want to try to 1v1 Gloryhoof, we can go. We can do an
Well,
entire
we'll see.
session. I'm not telling you.
I'm not involved in that.
27. He's the highest homebrew level character.
I am in no way telling you what level he is. But they peel off, and you find yourself moving back towards the middle spiral, back to a very familiar, now still like hallucinatory terrain, but also some of you have been working on it for a while. Simple homestead of David's.
We're home.
You see the normal cottage. You see a couple of now familiar simple people. A couple of them clearly have gone home to their own homes for after getting out of bad prison, but some of them have already kind of come waiting almost like for you outside from the prison. These like random maids, random servers that are just out here, and you see the familiar Minotaur just kind of come out. Oh, hey, is everything all right? Who are you? Did you send these people?
I have the zoning permit, right, for the tree?
Yes, you still have that.
Golzog whips out the zoning permit and holds it triumphantly above his head. I got the permit.
Hey, I did tell you that sometimes that took you a while, but honestly, I've heard of people it taking a lot longer. There is a lot of red tape in this city, right?
They threw me in prison. Golzog hands the permit over to David.
Whoa. Oh. You don't mean to tell me. And he like looks at the other people who are clearly like disheveled. Oh shit. Are we encroaching on the Darling families? Come everyone come on in. Yeah, and he's like kind of looking over the permit, like looking at that it's clearly authentic. So, is everyone all right? You were in prison? No one told me anything. Is everyone okay? Everyone good? Everyone good? Come on in.
Yeah.
And he's like gesturing for all the other people to like come on in. You see his mother kind of like look up and is like, oh, all right. And like just rings the bell a few more times for each new person who's coming on in.
David. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Do we have more people staying, honey? I guess more people are staying. I guess it's a couple more people staying or working. Either way, we got more people that we need here. All right. Yeah, everyone come on in.
Yeah, Kim.
Yeah, both. They're gonna stay, but they're gonna help. And Golzog walks forward, and most importantly, everything is fine. Ow! We hear like his whole spine crack as he like finally relaxes his body. I could use a lie down though.
Yeah. Hey. That's what this place is here for. Go lie down in your bed. Everyone who was recently imprisoned wants a room and wants a job over. You sit over here. We'll get you some food. Everyone who is just kind of tired, you can go to your rooms. I don't know what I'm saying. Everyone go take a lie down. I've never really had this many employees before. I don't know how I'm gonna pay these people. But if business picks up like we think it is, we'll talk about it later. This is great. But yeah. Okay, everyone. Rest. Oh, hello, miss. And this Minotaur looks down at the talking doll. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Are you a new staff member?
No, I'm with them. And then I crawl onto like a shelf or something, and I like sit like a doll, and I try to take my long rest.
Oh, you're just gonna. Oh, okay.
And I try to look as creepy as possible, like.
She's with us.
You know what? Weirdly, the doll body kind of suits her.
So, question about the long rest.
And he's just gonna go like, and is that something that you think is good for the decor of this place? Is that
probably
welcoming?
not? Probably very bad, but could be actually good security.
It's interesting. It's people will talk about it.
It could be an angle. Some people really like scary
Hey,
stuff.
you guys got me a zoning permit within 48 hours, and that is not something that a lot of people can do in this city, so I'm not going to complain. Miss, you sleep wherever you please. There's also a room for you if you wish, but that shelf is fine. Okay. Yes. What were you asking, Marty?
So I'd like to obviously rest for as long as it takes to get the full benefits, but at some point I would like to approach Zara in an effort to get to know her better.
Well, yeah, we're gonna go into a moment of downtime.
Yeah.
But everyone will get their long rest. I can say, honestly, take your long rest now. Just, you can hit the button. Don't worry about it. Just hit the button now.
The button.
Hit the button. You have taken your long rest, and we can just describe what you do now.
Doesn't that relax everyone so much more? Just seeing your spell slots like empty out.
Oh, yeah.
Like
100%. It's fully a like I can see, I can fight moment.
What's that from?
I can hear, I can fight.
What's that from? That's from a thing.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what it's from. I don't know.
Fairly Odd Parents.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so now it's kind of up to you all. What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about? There's a lot for you all to discuss. You haven't had a moment all together to talk about anything, either in pairs or together. Tomas has come with you, Tone. He does say, like, right, I love being here with you, but I do think I have to get back at some point, because I haven't been back to take my shift, and I do have to take the night shift eventually. But we'll meet tomorrow, maybe around the same time, to, I guess, go over menu options and potentially.
Can Maribel slot right next to Tone? Just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry that you're leaving."
He'll just go like, "Hi," and so
we'll see you tomorrow.
We could also I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but I could always set up a dinner or something with Dad. Your friends could come along if we wanted to be like, power in numbers, with him being a little, probably not, in case he's not keen.
Sure. Is he the kind of guy who likes to show off?
Well, I mean, yes.
Or is he more reserved?
Well, he's very uptight about certain things, but he, as I thought you might still know, I don't know when he came here or left you, but he likes things to be the way that he likes them, and he has a particular taste, and if you don't have that particular taste, you're wrong.
Okay. Let's meet up tomorrow and plan out a menu.
All right.
Then we can go from there.
I didn't hurt anyone with any of my my magic, right? I can't exactly get everything correct every time.
No!
Okay.
You summoned a unicorn.
Right.
You summoned a fucking unicorn. I don't think it was bad or anyone had any complaints, and you protected us. You were fine.
All right. All right. Okay. Good. I've just... All right.
You fought very valiantly.
Well, I really was just kind of copying what I've seen Tone do every so often.
You hear that? He was just copying what he saw Tone do.
Well, that's how we all start, is mimicking what we see, and then we put our own little twist on it. Maribel gives a little wink when she says twist.
Right. All right. Well, I do have a shift to get back to.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted. A little shift to get back to, but I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. I have to work the graveyard shift in the morning, but I'll see you Bye.
Bye-bye.
Nice to meet you, everyone. Or in person this time. Sorry for spying on you that entire time. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye,
Tomas
Tomas.
runs out. Bye.
Mirabella looks over to Tone. Can you believe he asked me to dinner?
I think that it might be real chemistry between you two.
What's chemistry?
It's it's that feeling you get when you see someone and your butt in your tummy bubbles up and you can't talk, which it seems you don't have that problem, but maybe he does. So
Is that why he gets so nervous around me? Oh,
I gotta go talk to Golzog.
What else do you know about your
Great
brother?
seeing you.
I was just gonna follow.
Okay. Griselda, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh my god.
Someone's
Okay.
gonna fucking kill us in our
Wait.
sleep.
Okay, I got
With advantage.
24.
And that was with advantage?
Yes.
Good, okay. 24.
Oh my god.
There's just these thoughts swimming in your mind. Like, okay, no, you're never gonna hurt them. You're never gonna hurt them, but you could always tell someone what they did. Not even someone mean. You could just go around, go gossip. You could brag. Maybe you could brag about them. You could go out into the street and tell everyone what you just did. You took down the Darling family. You did. Your friends. You took down the Darling family. It would be so easy to just brag about it to everyone and anyone. Wouldn't that be a good idea? That would be a great idea. You could
Oh my
brag
god.
about it.
This is horrible. Okay, can Griselda go look in the mirror? Jesus Christ. What's wrong?
Yes, you go look in the mirror.
Yeah. Can I have advantage on my reflection when I look at it?
But every time you have these thoughts, nothing is making you do them. No, you have not at all wanted like doing them, but they're still like a wave like crashing over you.
Yeah.
So Griselda, are you being like sneaky about running to go see a mirror to go to your room, or are you like rushing, like very obviously going?
Very obviously.
So do we see something happen when she rushes away? Like, do we notice?
Yeah, I think that you would notice Griselda kind of like, as you're all kind of getting ready to go to bed, you're going to go talk to Golzog before he's like fully sleeping. You see like Griselda run, I guess almost like rushing to the bathroom or something like that. You know, like very clearly rushing to would it be your room? Tasha?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like rushing to her room. What are you looking for in your reflection?
Just like I need to know. I'm gonna look. Griselda's gonna look in her own eyes and be like, "What is making me think this?"
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Make an Arcana check or an Insight check.
Okay, insight. We can go. Oh my god. Oh my god. 10.
10. Okay. You don't see anything different about you. You just, it's your same face, same jet black eyes. Ladybug is with you. Ladybug just goes oink, oink. There's just a simple shot of just worried about you. You know, like just you. That's like the feeling you get, that she's just a little worried about you. But with a 10, you're just looking at yourself. There's nothing visible that's happening to you right now.
She's gonna look at Ladybug. If I ever did something that wasn't like me, would you know?
Oink, oink. You get a vibe. Probably.
So do you think I'm a good person that does good things?
Oink. Yes.
What did you think about my deal with the devil?
You get a... Doesn't even oink at you, just kind of looks. You just kind of hold Ladybug up and just like the eyes, just the blank stare that Ladybug always kind of just has. Just kind of like intensifies as you look into Ladybug's face. And you get that vibe, that sense, those emotions coming through. And Ladybug very clearly feels fear, but also doesn't, you can tell, doesn't feel mad or scared of you. Just was like, it's like a very complicated feeling, but you doesn't seem like mad at you or anything like that.
Okay, she's gonna go and try to talk to Golzok.
Okay. I think you're doing all this. You two, Tone, you said that you were going to go talk to Golzog, so you'll all converge at one point, but you guys got there first, so...
Golzog's asleep.
Yeah,
So
I think Golzog is like... I think honestly, this is fine.
Finally,
Golzog is like finally in a bed after being in prison for like an entire night, and he will have his night interrupted because it's funny.
Great.
So Golzog, you're drifting asleep. You're in the middle of a dream. You find yourself surrounded once again in that familiar forest with the chopping log. And you just hear like the Golzog!
Oh,
You
buddy,
did it!
you wouldn't believe it.
Oh, believe me, I was there.
I was like, "Gah!" And they were like, "Get back in your cell." And I was like, "Gah!" It was tremendous.
This is what I'm talking about. Didn't you feel what it was like to be behind a cage? Didn't you? Wait! No! Don't wake up, Golzog! Don't wake up! Oh no, Golzog! And you just feel yourself being woken up as just a door opens and you see Marabella and Tone just walking into your room.
Hey, Golzog.
Hey, man. Hey, Tone.
Why are you asleep?
No. I was like on the way there, but I'm good. Yeah, no, I gotta admit, what's going on? Hi, Griselda.
I'm Marabella. You are tired.
I'm Tone.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Marabella. It's Marabella and Tone who came in.
Yeah, you just hear in the back of your head, I hate your friends, man.
Hi, guys.
I just wanted to say, great job today.
Thank you. Great job. Hey, and a massive thank you to you both. I don't know what I was gonna do. It involved dropping a pot on the guard's head, but other than that, I had no plan. So
how did you get into prison in the first place? Because I don't think we really kind of know how you got in there.
It's a wild story. I went to the permit office to get a permit, and I got one. And then on my way out, the sky guard grabbed me and threw me into the Darling prison because I think, based on them grabbing me and throwing me into a private prison that isn't a city prison, I think they might be corrupt.
Where are you breaking the law?
No. I think I was just doing business that would benefit a different place that isn't owned by the Darlings. And the Darlings sort of own this town.
You know what? It might be good for us, obviously not now, but tomorrow, maybe to go through all the IOUs and maybe like see a little more if we can like get some familiar names, maybe know some positions of people and where they are. Just so we know like who we can trust and who we can't really.
Yeah.
Who's literally in bed, in a pillow room with the Darlings, and
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, the
godforsaken
Darlings are
weird
getting to
town.
be a real Kragashar Wargsbane.
Is that your people
So-
for pain in the arse?
No, that was a guy. He was a warlord in the Broken Spine Canyon who became too powerful. And when a warlord in the Broken Spine Canyon gets too powerful and demands tribute from all the other warlords too much, the other warlords band together and rip him asunder and scatter his clan to the wind.
Let's do that.
Yeah, so I think the Darlings clearly have everybody under their thumb in a really uncomfortable and unfair way. Like that guy I was talking about, Kragashar Wargsbane.
Gragashar Wargsbane?
Kragashar
Gragashar
Wargsbane.
Wargsbane. That's
Cragashar
great.
Wargsbane. Okay.
Gragashar Wargsbane. Okay,
Cragashar.
well,
It's
that's
around,
it.
It's around this time that you, Griselda.
I don't know
would-
if I want to crash in. If I see everyone talking, I think I want to
Okay.
go. I want to go up to the roof.
Going up to the roof. Okay.
Yeah.
What's
And
that?
Tone, in the morning, I'm gonna want to talk to Car Maria. Would you mind being around for that with your magic?
No.
Like, no, you wouldn't mind?
No,
or-
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't mind.
Oh, okay, great, thank you. And Maribel, obviously, feel free to. Anyone who wants to be there can.
Do you want
think
me
anything?
to like? Oh,
Oh, do you think anything weird's happening with Griselda?
Oh,
she's
did
very
she just
little
walk
to
by?
herself lately.
Yeah. Are you? I will say,
She normally
Griselda.
does
Do you, to go to the roof? Are you trying to sneak out to the roof, or are you just going like past them?
I think I'll just go past them.
Yeah. So you see, like Griselda just like walks past you, like you're all like in the doorway and you're in bed, and Griselda just
Huh.
walks past.
She's probably going up to the roof to have some space.
I might go check on her. Can have like a girl time or some.
Okay. Can I roll an insight check to see if she was coming to talk to a particular person, or like, I don't need to.
If you want, and then
If that's a possible thing to do, I'll do it. Yeah.
I'll say do it. What's your passive insight? I'll use
Passive
on this,
insight.
'cause you just woke up.
Yeah, no, that's super. Passive insight is 13.
Griselda, roll a deception check for me, since you're kind of like you were going one way and then you kind of like juked.
A 3.
3. Yeah, I think it was very clear that like Griselda, you did like one of those like you were walking almost like in your head, saw everyone and just kind of like, and then just like started walking away. So it was very clear that she was was coming to say something to someone and then just started walking away.
Okay. I think if she wanted to talk to us, maybe she would have come and talked to one of the three of us. We're all here. But if you think girl talk is the right move, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
She's normally not like a keep it to yourself kind of gal.
Okay. I think she sort of is, but all good. I am newly awake. I'm gonna get back to it unless there's other
No,
stuff.
enjoy
we're
your
gonna-
sleep.
I'm also going to
Gonna
go hit the hay. Asleep. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Cool.
Okay, you head to bed. You're going to sleep.
Following.
Griselda, you are heading up onto the roof.
But I make it up to the roof before anyone gets there, right?
Yes, you do.
Because I know that I heard those little darlings talking about how they were sneaking and watching us last time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna check for them again.
Oh yeah. Make an insight check or a perception check.
Can I have advantage on it?
No.
Because I know that they could be there. Well, I have advantage with insight. Let's see. Okay, 25.
25. There's no one. There's no one. They were clearly like stalking you when you first got into town, and then their attention's elsewhere at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. She is going to stay up there.
Okay. It doesn't take long before Marabella scrambles up onto the roof beside you.
Hi, girly.
Hi.
Okay, what happened to you? Something weird happened. I'm picking up on a weird vibe. You're not normally like, I don't know. You're always very excited after you go do stuff, and now you're very reflective.
Do you think you know me?
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, probably not, but in the context of what we've been through, yes.
So you don't.
Beforehand, no, I only know you in here. But I know your character pretty well.
What is that?
Well, it's spontaneous as shite. Lucky, weirdly lucky. You have some things happen that I'm like, there's no way that this is going to work. And then it does. And I'm like, wow, that just makes sense. That's Griselda. You're kind. You have a way of being able to talk to everyone. You've got the closest bond with a pig I've ever seen. And I work with putting people in the ground. So I normally am very on the same page as pigs in terms of rummaging around in the dirt. I'm rambling. But creative. That would be another word I'd use. Why?
Do you think I would ever want to hurt other people?
Marabella looks very seriously at Griselda because she is a person that does not smile, and so might come across as more intense. I know your face might say that you're a bit stern, but the heart that you have inside you will go out of its way to help people not hurt. And that's been reinforced by every single action I've seen you do.
I think I did something bad.
What'd you do?
Do you remember the name Razakar?
Would I done?
Yeah, you would remember it as like one of the 6 founders.
Yeah, that's like one of the founders of the city, I think, Razakar. Did I know anything else about him or no?
I mean, I'd say this is like stuff that you kind of are always kind of inundated with because it's almost plastered like propaganda around the city. He's like the devil. He's like the devil one.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's like the devil, one of the founders. Yeah.
I met him.
Oh.
And I made a deal with him. And now I keep having thoughts of betraying you guys.
Griselda. Marabelle wants to like reach for Griselda's hand, if she'll let her take it. What was the exact wording of your deal?
What was the exact wording?
Basically, the wording was that he would allow you to help your friends, but when the time came, you would have to remain neutral. You would have to be neutral on the things that they want to fight for. Now, he kept it vague as possible. He said he would never hurt your friends, and every thought you've had has never been about hurting your friends. But it's also never been about, they haven't been about helping your friends ever since you've been allowed to help them. Basically, it was that in that moment, he said that they were all in grave danger, and he would be able to send you to them if you remained out of it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Something's clearly been a little bit different than that, but
Yeah. So she communicates that to
Mhm.
Marabella.
yeah, that's basically what you get. Marabella is her understanding of that.
Oh, I have no idea what check this would be, Dylan, but I just want to, maybe it's a history check, maybe it's an insight check of like connecting Razakar with potentially being the two.
Okay.
Does that what he said make sense with what two is trying to do?
And can I help
or-
her? Can I help her do this?
That's with advantage. Make either an insight or arcana. Honestly, yeah, insight,
It's probably
arcana,
gonna be
history.
Can either of us do it or just her?
If you're giving it help, then
I have
with
good
advantage.
insight.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 27.
27. You're hearing about what the deal was. And if it is genuinely magically affecting her like this, obviously any kind of deals can be made, and the two is very powerful, clearly. But you know one thing for sure. When it comes to like the neutrality, and part of the neutrality, and I didn't fully explain this, but part of the neutrality has to do with being neutral in like the war that's happening below. And you know for a fact that that's not what the two is here to do.
Right. Okay.
And if there is like an actual magical pact that has been employed upon her to be neutral, with a 27, because that's a very high roll, I can say that you can almost with pure certainty, with magical fact backing it up, eliminate Razakar as one of the suspects.
Yeah.
Of being the
Okay.
two. Like you're like, oh, he is a bastard probably and someone you don't like, but he's not the two. Because you have like magical proof that he's trying to make other people be fully neutral as possible.
All right, so it sounds like Razakar wants things to stay as they are. Doesn't want Fablerise to get involved with what's happening down below. And likes what the current situation is. He didn't have any IOUs in the bank, right? He didn't have any IOUs?
You haven't found any for Razakar.
I don't think he had any IOUs for the Darlings. But he wants you to remain neutral.
If I break it, do you think I'll get hurt?
Could I insight check that, or is that an Arcana check?
Yeah, that's an Arcana check, I think. I either is fine.
Oh,
Can I help her again?
Yeah, sure.
great. Oh, 16. Insight.
Insight. Deals here are very weird. You know, and you also have heard them from unreliable narrators before. And that's kind of one of the most frustrating parts about this whole world. One of the people you learned about deals from was Sir Talavar, and he fucking sucks. And
Yeah.
there's probably a price to pay. Who knows how much, and who knows if it's her life, her soul. Because also, this is a devil. This is a devil doing deals in the Feywild. Who knows what that means? But yeah, there's probably, you can pretty clearly know that there's, if you don't, there is a price to pay. In this moment as well, sorry, as you're thinking this, in this moment, Griselda, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Boom. Okay. Oh my god, I nat 20.
Girl talk!
Girl talk.
It's the power of girl talk! Girl power!
Girl power.
There's this feeling of like being with friends, talking it through, that bubbling up to the surface. There's this thought of, there's just this thought of, right, I could try to talk her into the fact that this place is great. Like, we could stay here. Isn't it lovely? Like, we're having a beautiful time here in Fablerise. There's no reason for us to look for anything else, do anything else, try anything else. Why aren't we just staying here? We don't have to fight anymore. Like, all you're thinking is, I could say that. We could stay on this roof together forever as friends. But even that thought, that lovely image in your head, with a nat 20, you're able to go, that's not really what I want either. That's just him trying to shut us down. He sees us all as a threat. He sees our entire group as a threat. He was talking about us as being like agents of change, and he doesn't want change. And he'll try anything, even have you just being someone who is going to like try to convince the friends to just have a good time here. But with a nat 20, instantly out of your mind. And with a nat 20 as well, I'd say this. You can feel, and I think even with a nat 20, because you're right here, Marabella, as you're almost like ready to talk to her about like, I think there might be a consequence, you see like a flash of a flicker of like embers strike on her jet black eye, like a flame in the darkness. It's almost like you saw the thought cross her mind that wasn't her own.
Arabella's gonna like look at Griselda, like, did something just happen?
It happened.
I saw it. There's a flash in your eye. You know what? What was he trying to get you to do?
Say that we are having a great time and we should stay here forever. But that's not what we want.
No, not
We
at all.
want to be agents of change. Right?
Do you know what that means, Griselda?
What?
This man, or this devil bird thing, I don't know if he's a bird, this devil person, who's in charge of a fucking city in the Feywild, is scared of the fucking 5 of us.
Yeah.
He fears us. And you know what else?
Change. Yeah.
You know what else, Griselda?
What?
Look at me. She's gonna grab her face and be like, look at me. If anyone I know can figure out a way out of this is you. So I don't know what specifics are going to be for you breaking it, of which there are going to be bad stuff, but you know that. But you're clever. And you can use your brain.
And Griselda
And this isn't forever.
looks out at the night and holds Marabella's hand and is like, we are agents of change! It screams it into the night.
Maribel will yell it with her.
Yeah. And we do the parent trap handshake on the roof.
Yes!
Yeah.
Scream, we are agents of change out into the night. Just cutting down for a moment. On the shelf, sidling up to you on the shelf, a little tiny dragon. Zara, just... So, are you the one that sucks?
Oh.
No, I think you'll find that person in the mirror.
A simple yes would have sufficed, but yeah, okay, so it's you. What happened? Why are you in a doll's body? Dish.
Insight check.
Okay, insight check.
15?
No one else will talk to him.
I stay silent.
All right. Just how much am I going to have to apologize? Like you seem like you're an expert on having to apologize to people. So like how much am I going to have to?
I've never had to apologize to anyone ever.
Oh, that sounds crazy.
By
that
the way, I
sounds
lost
wild.
the rapier you gave me. Sorry. Oh,
No, you lost, but that was part of a magical pact. But it was so magical and powerful. I mean, why would you do that? But my magic is so powerful and strong. Why would you ever want to do that? But it has to be more powerful than anything that you would probably found. Why? How could you have done that? So you're not sorry for that?
Nah.
Okay, fine. I'm going to go to my tiny room and think of something to say tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
Little tiny wings flutter, flies off, looks back. Flies off.
When he looks, I
Uh-huh.
I have Needle.
Uh-huh.
Because he was talking about how you could never find anything cooler. I throw Needle at a point
Mm-hmm.
on the wall, and then I have it come back to me, ricochet back, just showing off how cool it is.
Just looks at it and goes, can it cast a spell and does it look like me? No! So much worse! And then just kind of flies off. In denial. Tone, did you go to bed or were you going to do anything else?
I was gonna do one more thing, but right before bed, if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Could I assume because I have the bag of holding, I have the IOUs with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just to save some time for tomorrow, could I I have a ritual that I can use currently in my book like it's a musical theater, called Speed Read.
Mm-hmm.
It allows me to read up to. It takes 10 because I'm doing it as a ritual. It would take 10 minutes to cast.
Mm-hmm.
But it says I can. Knowledge almost seems to leap directly from the page onto your brain. For the duration, you gain the ability to read non-magical texts at a rate of 100 pages per minute.
Mm-hmm.
You also have perfect recall of any knowledge gained through the spell during its duration. After the spell has ended, you can remember the details of what you read as if you had read it normally. Could I just blaze through all of these IOUs?
Yeah, technically it is magical, but because I don't know when else you would ever use this spell, I'm just gonna be like, whatever.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
No. I'm gonna say that, like, yeah, you're for sure gonna be allowed to use it because, like, when else are you gonna have this amount of pages of, like, yeah, we're gonna use this cool spell.
Get through this library before the time runs out, and that I can't.
You're gonna use this cool spell because it's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, you're able to do that. You make an insight check for me with advantage because you're able to perfectly recall it and you're able to do it.
Okay, I can do that.
To see if you're able to kind of understand a pattern that will form if you've read all of these.
I can do that as soon as I can do that right now. Insight. You know what? What the fuck is going on? All right, here we go. With advantage. Thank God for advantage. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So you're not able to fully put all the pieces together. Like me, I won't fully put the pieces together for you. But you are able to kind of just notice that a lot of the IOUs refer to almost like if then because clauses. Like it's like if this happens, then this happens. Like if this happens, then this IOU becomes used. If this happens, then this IOU it becomes active. They are like contingencies that things happen. The pattern that you for sure can tell is that it seems like it seems as though the Darling family, or at least John Darling specifically, and you do find John Darling's name on a lot of these. You do find some other people's name on them, like as if other employees have given IOUs, like they've been given to other employees, but it's mostly John's name that you see constantly. Will give something and then ask for an IOU as the wish. And it feels like what you've noticed is this is going back years. And you don't know if any of them have ever been cashed in.
Did you say as the wish?
Huh?
Did you say like ask for the IOU as like the wish or as the payment?
Not like a wish. It's essentially like, they're still deals. They're deals, right. But it's almost, you can kind of like look at it and be like, okay, it's kind of like, he says like, we'll make a trade. I'll give you like, and you've seen like soul, like I'll give you my soul, or I'll give you my heart, or I'll give you like my eyes, and you owe me an IOU. And it seems like people have been cool with that.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Is the Red Queen on any of these IOUs?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
It seems almost exclusively people from like this city.
Got it.
From what you've read, you haven't. Now you don't know everyone in Prismere, but you haven't read about anyone from outside.
Are any other founders of the city on it?
You are able to no. There are no others on the names.
Just Humphrey, and that's it.
Yeah, I will say you do notice so give me 1 second. You rolled a 20?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yes. So you do see, but this is the odd thing. You were able to see very easily that Humphrey had like IOUs. Like Humphrey owed a wish, like not a wish, a deal. Humphrey owed a deal. But as you're looking through, like I said, there's like Darling Family Corporation, John Darling. But you see the name Greg Dumar and Brian Dumar as someone who are like the people who have asked for IOUs, starting to at some point creep in. You do know that the brothers Dumar are two of the founders. So it
They've
seems
asked
as though,
for IOUs?
yeah, it seems as though some point they, for some reason, have IOUs in like their name, meaning that like instead of being the ones that the Darling family asked for something from, it was that the brothers Dumar asked for things from. Almost as if they were doing it for the Darling family.
Okay.
But if nothing else, you do have two more implicated in this.
Okay, great. I'll relay all of this tomorrow morning to everyone over to breakfast.
I will say, Natasha, before we go to break, just make me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna get me. Okay, let's see. I'm strong. A strong one. Oh my god, I nat 20'd again.
Amazing.
Girl power.
Yes!
It's girl power.
Unreal. There's this
You cannot touch her.
there's this searing thought in your brain. There's this searing, blazing thought that goes through your head.
Whoa.
And this one doesn't even feel like a nice, happy thought. This one, you just hear almost clearly, like it's if all of the flowery language falls away. And you just hear like, submit. We had a deal. We had a deal. We have a deal.
Oh.
And in that nat 20, which you needed a very, very high DC for. What is that total, by the way?
27.
Okay. You hear a voice. Familiar. Odd. Creepy. Sweetie baby darling, I've intercepted this line of communication. I think it's time for you to meet your maker. We're sending you a bubble, sweetie baby darling. Are you ready to get inside of it?
What the hell?
Standing
Okay,
standing on the roof of this, you hear, like you see, by the way, Marabella, as you're sitting on the roof here. In this moment where like that blazing thought happens, Griselda's eyes alight with fire. It seems like something was about to like try to burn her away.
Whoa.
But then all of a sudden it like cools instantly. But also, for the really first time, you see behind her these butterfly wings, spectral, appear behind her, and a crown appears above her head. Like emblazoned with fire. Almost like the fire was like a black light that illuminated it. But once the fire is gone, it just remains sitting there. And you in your head, you're just hearing this conversation with Mama Yaga just sitting deep in your head. It's no trick. Mama Yaga is talking to you.
Your wings. I can finally see your wings.
We're sending you a bubble, baby darling. One-way trip. Are you ready?
What the hell? Do I know what my maker is? This is terrifying.
Make a insight check.
Okay. Okay, I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Mama Yaga's always very weird. And you remember that? You're not exactly sure what she means. But with that dirty 20 insight, she feels your like feeling of unease.
Yeah.
Goes, oh, sweetie baby, child, I mean to say the reason you're here. I found what you lost.
Ooh.
And it's all because of you. And she's sending you a bubble. Get in, so we can help you with your very bad deal, sweetie baby darling, with that piece of shit, Razika.
And so Marabella can't hear this, only I can.
Marabella can't hear this, but Marabella is seeing you essentially a light with fire, almost as if like you are floating midair, like starting to float with just the crown and the wings.
Yeah.
Ladybug is like, you basically catch Ladybug, Marabella, like as she like lets go for a second. Ladybug's just like oink.
I don't.
And then after that conversation happens, you kind of lower back down. You're glowing for a moment. You can kind of feel your crown, Griselda. Ladybug is looking at you. You look at Ladybug. Ladybug has a little tiny spectral tiara on top of her head as well.
There we go. There we go.
Oh.
And Ladybug, you can
Princess
see
Ladybug.
Ladybug just goes like, oink!
Yay.
And then slowly but surely, almost with like tinkling bells, a bubble just starts floating down the size of you. And lands right on the roof. Almost looks like if you touched it, it would pop. But it just lands. What do you do?
She tells Marabella, Mama Yaga found it.
Mama Yaga. Oh my god, that was so long ago. Are we just the most traceable group in the entire Feywild? It feels like people can find us really easily.
No, Marabella, I mean, yes, but she found what I lost.
Do like I know what I mean? It's really apparent to anyone that like talks to you for more than 2 minutes, right?
You have a feeling. You've always had a feeling. This was a while ago that you all rolled for this.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now.
I can tell. That's great. Well, you have to go. I wonder where it is. How did she find it? There's so, and it's for it's Mama Yaga, right? It's not a trick or anything.
Yes. Do I have to leave, Ladybug?
I mean, she's got a crown, and you've got a crown. She could probably go with you.
I'll check in with Ladybug. Fingers to hoof. What does she want?
Ladybug will wants whatever you want.
She's coming with me.
Yeah.
Good.
That's my gal.
Do you step into the bubble?
Yeah. But I'm girl powering, high-fiving Maribella as I go in with Ladybug in tow.
Good luck.
And on the other side of the bubble, she just mouths the words, girl power.
In this in this little moment, you can totally tell that you could totally have heard her. There was no barrier of sound, but so
do I hear her breathe? Like,
yeah, you heard her breathe the girl power as it flies away. A very clear moment. It starts floating away, and a sudden lethargy hits you, Maribella, as you have a sudden urge to sleep.
Oh, well, that'll do it.
And
Can I rest open eyes in the bubble?
Like I said, the rest is kind of happening. It's all kind of freewheeling, but the bubble starts taking you far, far, far above the clouds and mist. And that is where we'll take our break. We'll be back in a little bit. Get some snacks, get some food, stretch your legs. We'll be back in 5 to 8 minutes, and we'll see what the hell is on the other end of this.
Wow.
Goodbye for now.
Blur.
Welcome back, everyone. Griselda. You sit in a bubble, and you float far, far above the land of Prismere, far above thither. You float so far that you're actually able to see, somehow, the divisions of this land. Even though they're not quite real, they're not real places, they're not real. You're able to see almost like the wedges that this land has been divided into. You're able to see the swamp land of hither. You're able to see the kind of rolling green fields that have become a war zone of thither. But you feel yourself floating up into just a sea of stars. Surrounded, you float onward and onward into a land devoid of color. You begin to float further and further towards what you know to be the land of Yon. Monochrome. As you touch down, or as you kind of start to descend closer and closer, you see this very mountainous region. Unlike anything you've seen before here. Mountain ranges, high peaks, snow, little cottages, smokestacks. But again, everywhere you look, black and white, no color. But it all culminates in this pool, this far off distant castle, it seems, and this rainbow. The only thing of color, this pool of color at the tip of this mountaintop. As you're flying past, you see something whiz by. Again. Ladybug is a little bit afraid. And then you see, flying back and forth, monkeys. Wings. Almost wanting to tap on the bubble, but moving far away from you. As you find it swarming and swarming. As you fly deeper and deeper, you see this... The one building that really stands out to you is the biggest of them all. You see almost this industrial city down below. This mountainous city with mines. And this one large building with what you know to be a neon sign, and it glows in a very weird refractory glowing that only glows bright, but with just pure whiteness, only white. And you're able to see the word Proudmane emblazoned. Proudmane Distillery. Which you recognize from the bottle of liquid courage that you've seen before. The Proudmane Distillery. It's here. This lone place in Yon. You travel. There are odd lightning strikes that happen, but none of these feel threatening to you. They feel disastrous. Awful. Nothing seems to be growing here on this mountaintop. It's cold, isolated. The trees don't seem to bloom. But still you float gently towards this castle. You look on the ground and you see, as you get closer and closer, the remnants of what was once a path laid in bricks. And you can only tell the color once you get closer to the pool of rainbow light at the castle was gold. You find yourself entering into the top balcony, a balcony very familiar, almost similar to a balcony you once climbed down, that you once climbed down many times in your youth into your adolescence, the balcony you climbed down to escape from your father and your coronation and your party, to go running into the woods. You see, off to the side, the inn at the end of the lane, Mama Yaga's house, sitting nestled. Mama Yaga has traveled here. Clearly. She waves from her house, the eyes poking in, crouched down, the one eye and nose poking out from the doorway. You just hear in your head telepathically, "Welcome, sweetie baby. Ask any questions, I'll answer, but I cannot come in. As I said, I cannot directly get involved. But I did deliver something. Or something caught a ride with me. It'll make more sense when you get inside." You float on in. And the first thing you hear, echoing through the halls, is the little yap barking of a little wicker dog.
No.
Or really, a large wicker dog bounding through this throne room. Sees you, almost jumps at you like a ball. Playfully, even though it does snap right below you. Happy to see you. And sitting in this throne is an old woman. Old, human woman. White hair pulled back into a bun. In a faded gingham dress. And you see something pointed on a stand. A little wand. A wand pointed right at her face as she sits there slumped in a throne. And every so often the wand charges. And a smile unnaturally comes upon her face. Slowly the bubble lands at the bottom of the throne and pops. Toto excitedly comes, gives you a big long lick, and then sits. Well, hello there. I was wondering what you looked like. Beautiful. Very, very pretty.
Hmm. Do I know who she is?
You've never seen her before. But you can make an insight check with advantage.
So 19.
There are 3 rulers of these places. You know that old Dottie rules Yon. It would make sense, at least on some level, but she doesn't seem aggressive to you. That's the thing that doesn't make sense, but it would be your best guess.
And which one was the alicorn horn for?
Not for any of the 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old Dottie. So then Griselda will assume her best princess etiquette and do like a little curtsy to her.
Oh. There's no need for that. Unless you want to, but I should be bowing to you if it weren't for these knees. Hello, Griselda Calzini. It is nice to meet you. The magic wand goes on her face, and a smile once again gets plastered upon it. I have to apologize and thank you. I am afraid to do both.
How do you know me?
It is a fair question, and it is my shame to answer it. I know you because for the last who knows how many years, yours is the smile I wear. Before there was nothing in my life that could make me have my own. So, while I did not know it, or I did not intend it, I stole yours.
When did you know it was mine?
When you came looking for it. I would like to have been able to plead ignorance of the things that come here, but I can't I knew it was from someone. I knew it was from someone. And then you came. And I knew eventually you'd want it back, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't prepared to fight for it.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Mhm.
Jeez. Because I guess I'll have to murk her. Let's see. 19.
You can tell that if she wanted to hurt you, she would have started with that. And if Mama Yaga probably wouldn't have brought you here just to, like, yeah, Mama Yaga probably wouldn't have just, like, brought you here just to do that.
Griselda's fist tightens like that little Arthur meme, like next to her. Have you stolen anything else from other people?
You see, she begins to cry, but then the wand hits, and a smile appears back on her face, while tears continue to stream. I have stolen more than most. I did not mean to. I did not mean to. I just wanted to go home. When you make wishes out of desperation, in this place, it punishes you. Each of us, we wished for something, and it changed this place. The place we grew to love at one point. I'm the reason people keep getting lost here.
Oh, Dottie.
I'm the reason things keep getting lost here. What I said, what I was told to say, my want was I wanted home, and I was told to say there's no place like home. And so that came true. My home disappeared. There's no place like it. And my want, my wish for me to go home ended up bringing other people to me. I have stolen lives. Smile. I have stolen so much.
Well, what do you want now?
I want to begin to make amends. I want this eternal torment to be over. I want you to take my place. I want you, Griselda, to usurp me.
Can I see? Can I do some kind of like, all right, insight check? Is this like a trick usurp? Like you usurp and then you're depressed forever?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, 13.
There are still questions that you can ask, but you don't know. I mean, it seemed like it's a wild thing to say after she said that she's in eternal torment, obviously. The one thing that you know is that you haven't felt any kind of sense of maliciousness from her. No malice coming towards you.
Can I look around to see if it looks like my castle?
Yeah, I mean, you can just look. It doesn't look like your castle. It's just that like it was reminiscent of a castle. Yeah, it doesn't look like your castle.
It's not like a light route, like in Tears of the Kingdom.
No, it doesn't look like your castle exactly or anything like that. It's just that like it was reminiscent of a balcony on a castle.
And there's no one else in this castle. It's just her.
It seems to be just her. And of course, Toto, who's just kind of sitting there happy.
Toto! I want to
Painting.
check in with Toto. Yeah. Why hasn't she mentioned Toto at all? Toto's with her.
Yeah.
Toto's been waiting for you.
I know. And I could not leave. And the spell tried its hardest to keep everything that was like home away from me. And then you came along. And you made Toto stop waiting and start searching. And you made friends with Mama Yaga. And she brought him here to me. And for the first time in I don't know how long, I had my own smile. And that is when I realized you could do it. you could take this.
But what does it cost you?
What does it cost me? I am not like the others. I wanted to go home. I didn't want to live forever or never grow up. I didn't want power or to be a hero. I wanted home. And my friends wanted things, and we were tricked by the idea that we always had home, or home was always with you, or you always had a heart, you always had a brain. These are beautiful sentiments. But if you're not ready to hear them, not really ready, we were children. I was a child. I didn't understand. What it costs me is I would be gone. And I'm alright with that. You're the only one who can. At least the only one who I could have brought through to me. I didn't realize I had stolen from a monarch. Only monarchs can sit upon the thrones. Mama Yaga has informed me of what's happening. I know about your deal. I cannot make amends in every way. But I know of 2 ways that I can help you. Because the deal... A devil is shrewd. And a devil's magic in the Feywild is powerful and strange. And as strong as you are, eventually you will be broken. You can no longer be with your friends. I have but 2 ways. You asked me what I wanted, and this was one of them. But what do you want?
I want to be happy. And I want to protect my friends. And I want to laugh and sing and be with Ladybug. And I want to see my dad.
Everyone makes a choice, child. You can do almost everything. I can sit upon the throne and continue and with your smile back you can go home to your father away from your friends, unable to harm them. Or you can sit upon my throne with your smile, with Ladybug, with Toto, and you can shape this part of Prismere, my part of the pact, into something better. So that when your friends do succeed, you all get to go home together. But it will be lonely in its way. And you will still not see your father for quite some time.
Okay. So, let's see. And the thing isn't affecting me right now, the little flame?
Yeah, so right now, you're not around your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So there's nothing that you can do. Nothing that would be done to affect your friends. And if you ask that question to her, she can answer.
Oh, then I asked
Yeah.
her.
No. You are too far away for you to be effective. But more importantly, if you're out of the plane of existence, there's nothing you can do to your friends, and also, if you are a monarch, and I mean a true ruler of one of the spaces, then Razakar would have no power over you. Not in this space. His deal would be void.
What happens to you?
If you leave and go home, I stay. I stay, and my part of the pact continues, but I can promise that as much as my power allows, your friends will have an easy time walking through my lands. I cannot account for every single beast that lives here. If you usurp me, I will be gone. It is a heavy burden to ask upon you, but it is not like I am not undeserving, and by the state of your clenched fists, it's not as if you haven't thought of it.
Gone where? Gone home?
I suppose we all go home, child, at that point. But it would be the long goodbye. You would have to kill me.
Oh my god. What do I have in my pocket? Let me.
I'll say in this moment, this entire time, by the way, for you all who are asleep, this has been playing out like a dream. You've been watching this like a dream. And on some level, you know it's not. And there's a moment in your head as the dream keeps going, where you hear, "Watch, sweetie baby darlings. And if she asks for help or aid or advice, be there for her. Speak, and you shall be heard." And in your head you do hear as well, Griselda, "If you need your friend's advice or help, just ask, and they'll be there, sweetie baby. You shouldn't have to make this decision alone, but only you can make it."
And she immediately thinks of Sierra.
Sierra?
Yeah.
"What do you need, my champion?" As you see, like, kind of behind you, a spectral vision of a snail in battle armor appears. "My champion, my queen, what do you need?"
Are you ready to rule a kingdom alongside Ladybug?
"Ready to rule a kingdom. I do not know if I am worthy of such a thing. I have so much to atone for. So much I have lost. My family. I did not do what was meant to be done. But I am ready to do what you ask of me. My loyalty is forever resolute."
And yeah, she's definitely gonna check in with Ladybug.
Ladybug just goes, "This is a wild. I have a crown. Does that make her be a princess?"
We might be the first kingdom with a double queen.
Double queen? I was thinking that you would be the queen and I would be the princess, and that was fine with me. Double queen, that is wild.
Are you gonna miss Dad?
Well, if that old crone over there is saying the truth, then we will eventually go home eventually.
So you're patient.
Well, to be fair, he is not actually my father. He is just a man who birthed you.
Then he takes care of you. That's so mean, Ladybug.
Wait, okay, but let us be very honest. He does not take care of me as much as he takes care of you. He makes the money, and you give him me the food.
Are you my daughter or my sister? Because I always thought you were more like my sister.
I always thought of myself as more of like your daughter. Is that the situation? Is that what we are learning at the 11th hour?
These are good things to talk about, Ladybug.
Yes, but look, it's not like I do not love the man. Carmine is a very powerful man, and he's very loving and very good. But it's just that I do not have the same familial love for him that I do for you.
But if you were my daughter, then he's your grandpa.
Yes, but he does not talk to me.
Who's your... This is besides the point.
Well, now it feels like it is very much the point.
Now I'm just like making her look at the castle. Is this the vibe?
I mean, obviously this is not the vibe, but it's the way that she is talking about is that you apparently will create the vibe, so I don't know.
We will create the vibe.
That is also good with me.
Girl power.
A girl power.
Okay. What do you need from me?
I need you. And I'm sorry to ask it of you like this. But I need you to smile. She takes the wand. Take it. It's yours. And hands it over to you, outstretched. Do you accept?
I mean, yeah.
And you do not have to smile when you receive it. You take the wand into your hand. And there is a resonance with it. You flash back to every time you've laughed. Every time someone has made you happy. Every time you have wanted to smile. Not the times other people have told you to. Every time you have wanted to. But suddenly, something else starts flashing through your mind. Something lovely and simple. You start to hear and see every time you made someone else smile. Every moment of a different smile, someone with you, laughing, smiling, feeling saved or helped. A smile, a smile, a smile, every other smile. And suddenly this wand has dissolved into your hands, curved, and hits your face. And you see before you an old woman who, without a wand, is looking up at you and smiling. In whatever way you deem fit. And me. Be it a smile or a frown.
So is she asking me if I smile or frown at her, this kills her?
It's kind of up to interpretation. You can do whatever you want
Well,
to kill her.
what I want to do is to kill her.
Or whatever you want. You describe to me what you're trying to do.
Well, it'd be nice if she could be a part of our home. So Could I like polymorph her into like a beautiful gem tree in the garden?
You have this thought come across you. Old Dottie smiles. If that is what you want, sit upon the throne. She kind of wearily gets up off the throne, smiles at you. Toto holds her up for a moment. The throne is there for you, waiting.
Griselda. Yeah. She wants to hold Dottie's hand though, and Ladybug's hand as she walks up to the throne. Or little Puffy.
You see, the rest of you are watching in this like dreamlike state. You're standing there, you're watching. And in this moment, spectrally, all of you are kind of projected as you begin to walk towards the throne. You turn around and you see your friends standing there as you're about to sit. Griselda, you sit down. And the world goes white for a moment. A rush of emotion and feeling, and all the times that you made people smile come again. Griselda, if you had one wish for this world, and for your friends, and if you could change anything about the Feywild, what would it be? And there's no like trickery, there's no thing like that. It's like you don't have to word it in a certain way. Just like, what would it be?
I wish for them in their darkest hour to know that success is the through line.
Okay. In this moment, as you sit and you see a beautiful gem tree sprout up in the middle of your throne room. Color begins to permeate through Yon. Color is returning to this land. Those of you who are still kind of seeing this in a dream, see Griselda sitting on the throne, and you're all able to talk to her. Say whatever you wish if you have anything to say before you feel the connection fade.
Can we come visit you?
I would be mad if you didn't. And she smiles at him.
Oh,
You smile.
Yes.
You see for the first time, a smile appear on Griselda's face.
One day, can I make a big banquet for you and your at like a big royal party or something?
What do you think, Ladybug? Will we have much of an appetite?
Oink.
That's yes.
Okay.
So good luck.
Thanks, you terrifying doll.
Thanks.
Oh, Griselda. You've got the most beautiful smile.
No, you. She just is like total dork, like smiling. No, you. No, you. No, you.
No, you do.
No, you.
The crown suits you. You look good.
Oh, can I see it now?
Yeah, so now it's kind of solidified into, rather than like this like almost spectral maybe thing, now it's a crown of whatever you wish it to look like, just kind of resting on your head.
Oh. Heck yeah. Okay, I want to think about that.
Yeah,
but it definitely has some of my kingdom's gems in it.
Oh yeah, no, every you start to see, like, as your kind of vibe starts to wash over this kingdom, gems are everywhere, and a lot of that is like refracting the light, and there are kind of rainbows kind of permeating everything.
Oh my god. Okay. So the Gaudi thing, this is like the Sagrada Familia, but the gorge inside the cathedral.
Love it.
So
Golzog goes to Griselda and goes, Griselda, take care of yourself. Can I say goodbye to Ladybug?
and she just silently.
Golzog hold like a dad in an 80s comedy who's been saddled with a baby holds Ladybug at arm's length.
Mm-hmm.
And then pulls her in and like kind of smothers her too much with a goodbye hug. I'm gonna miss you so much.
Make an animal handling check with advantage.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll give the help action. Oh wait, does that do anything to help?
I think it just gives advantage, but also 25. So.
25. 25. Okay.
And I'm gonna smooch her on top of her little head.
Yay.
You get a feeling from Ladybug in that moment, in that hug, Griselda, and the feeling is, can I help them every so often?
Of course.
Marty.
Uh-huh.
And I will fully stat it out, but whenever you use your arms of the spectral self,
yeah,
a spectral ladybug will also appear alongside you, and it will offer the benefits of the totem of the bear that Griselda used to offer.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Here.
I'll give it like a once. That's like a once per like.
Sure.
We'll stat it out, but that's going to be a bonus that Ladybug will appear alongside you on that front. As you all go, you all also will receive, as you begin to fade away, you all also receive Griselda's smile. You'll all also start every day with a point of inspiration, which is just a luck point, just a reroll.
Oh, that's
Whoa!
As there is a monarch, literally one of the three rulers is now your friend, smiling on you all the time. And so there's
Dang.
just like one of the three is just always there for you.
Oh, wait. Wait, can I ask one more thing?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my accent's going because I'm tired.
That's fine.
Technically, you stayed at David's, and now you're. I mean, you hold a lot of status. In
I
Prismeer.
recommend David's hotel to any and all. It is a big Queen Griselda A+ establishment.
That means so much. You have no idea. Those referrals go so far.
You do have a moment where you're like, shit, there are borders to your power.
Oh.
And like
All right, fair enough.
But it will do something.
We'll have a chain. We'll make it into a chain.
You can feel like the hallucinatory terrain that you left being like solidifying as we speak. Like it's just already happening. Like it's just the terrain outside is already occurring as you all fade back into a dream.
Wait, really quick. Thanks for leaving the alicorn in your room before you
Oh,
left.
Oh yeah, thank you for that.
Yes. And then she leaves them with a beautiful mermaid song.
You begin to sing as we fade away as color is permeating through Yon. You see, looking outside, coming outside of this industrial building, this tall lion in a suit, hot as hell, looks up at the sky, monocle, takes the monocle off, spits on the ground as color begins to permeate through his land. Goes back inside. The smoke, which was once like a gray, turns to this deep, deep yellow. Just as you can see that Proudmane's distillery starts to work overtime for some weird reason, still within Yon's purview. But a really hot lion in a pinstripe suit just walks out. But as we move out from this moment, a smiling Griselda Calzini sits on a throne with a Toto resting by this gem-encrusted tree. Toto, now a smaller little terrier, a normal-looking dog. The bounding inn at the end of the road takes off to other known lands as the world of Yon begins to change around Griselda's whims and wishes, as a new ruler of the three has taken over, at least for the moment, at least until the sleeping queen can be woken again. I'll leave us all with a little story. Once upon a time, the princess stopped smiling. No one seemed to notice much or care, at least about the whys or the hows. Some even forgot she ever smiled at all. But a smile is not love, or happiness, or kindness. And importantly, the princess never stopped being kind. In fact, when others did not, she did notice those that did not smile. She did notice those that were in pain, and she would help. She couldn't help but help. From fish to snails, to monkeys, to pigs, to unicorns, to dogs. She did not do it for a throne or power. It was simply who she was. In her own way, this was her smile. And sometimes, if you help enough of the right people, magic can happen. The princess, in her own non-smiling way, smiled at a little dog in a wicker basket. And because of that, the princess became a queen. And that is where we will end off for this evening. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for episode 40 of Pair of Socks Lost. For the end of Griselda Calzini's story, at least for now. She is our Queen of Yon. She is the Queen of Yon. She will be, of course, there to leave the Feywild when everyone else does. Her story is not over, but it is with us for now. And
can the
so happy that you're
credit
here.
end scene be a shot of the kingdom and you just hear her scream take that Friday Night Live?
Yeah. You can just feel them, there's one part of them where they just have a really bad fucking show, and your dad just is kill them all, I want them all dead, absolutely. I want them dead. They should die, not because of what they did to my daughter, but because they were not funny tonight.
Yeah.
And they all are just executed on the spot.
Oh my god.
He's essentially a mafia boss, and we don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
His name is Carmine Calzini.
Of the Gem Kingdom.
Of the Gem Kingdom, and they were going to war. We will be back, I think, next week. We'll talk about it. We will be going on winter break soon, everyone, because we all deserve a winter break and some holidays. But thank you so much for being here. Let's give a round of applause to Natasha. As always, Natasha, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being our Griselda, our princess. It couldn't have worked out better. Truly, your smile, just so everyone knows, of course, certain things had to change and certain things had to accelerate, but your smile was always with old Dottie. It was always for that reason. You being the monarch, that was random. That was genuinely whoever did the most nice things at the carnival. And a lot of the nat 20s were you. You're the only one who cared about Toto, which also randomly happened to be with old Dottie. That was a you thing. I didn't point you to it. And old Dottie literally was the person who always had your smile, and that was always fucking crazy to me. So this wasn't even that hard for me to do. This was great. Yeah. Thank you so much. Does anyone have anything they want to plug before we end tonight?
Natasha should go first, though.
What am I gonna plug?
Your show's next week.
Oh, is it? Where is it?
I don't know. It's
Elysian Theater.
Don't make him do this.
You can't expect me to remember.
So
I know
mean.
It's at the Elysian Theater.
knows.
It's in the chat. It's in our Zoom chat right now.
Where do I find that?
It's at the Elysian next week.
The Elysian.
Yeah, at the Elysian next Wednesday, 9:30. It's gonna be super fun, and yeah, would love to see some hero HC peeps up in the hizzy.
Is it tickets sold out or tickets?
Tickets are aplenty. Let's go. Yeah.
Great.
Cool. Now my thing. I'm streaming art on Thursday. I stream every Thursday. Any new folks who want to see maybe what an artist imagines this team to look like, I'll probably be drawing them this Thursday, working on the party lineup. So that is on the Hero Club Twitch, this same Twitch, at 4 p.m. Pacific time this Thursday.
Yeah, you could watch Marty just delete all of Griselda. Just delete Griselda.
I will not.
I'm joking.
Got big
Are
plans.
you gonna draw our characters or us?
What do you mean?
On the Zoom?
No, our characters. Come on.
Yeah, you should watch his
Gonna
progress.
draw
is
the
incredible.
cool
The
thing.
characters look great. Anyone
you.
else?
I don't know. Marabella feels really experienced. From
Oh,
all
yes. You do all level up.
Oh!
Obviously, you guys have been fighting nonstop, and crazy things just happened.
It never hurts to ask.
It's episode 40. Of course you level up.
Yay!
So we'll talk about that. You guys can tell me if you multi-class or whatever. We'll talk about it. And again, we'll even talk about if we're even doing it next week. But we'll see you next time. Thank you so much for being here. This was a special night. Thank you for being here for this whole journey. And we love you very much. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye now. Goodbye.